What is up, guys, and welcome to the 7 levels of fictional serial killers. In this video, we're ranking killers from the absolute worst to the very best. We're judging them based on how skilled they are at actually killing, how good they are at staying hidden, and how dangerous they are in a fight. Let's just dive in and see which of these fictional serial killers really deserves the top spot. Coming in at level 1, we have Patrick Bateman. Now, keep in mind, we're only talking about the film version here, so the scene packs you see on this screen for every single character is what we're basing this off of.
And I'm gonna give Patrick Bateman. I'm gonna give Patrick Bateman. He is a psychopath, you know. We're gonna give him a solid 2, level 2. Mediocre.
In the movie, it's heavily implied that Patrick never actually killed anyone and that it was all in his head, but for the sake of this video, let's just say that he did. And even then, Patrick is terrible at being a serial killer. His biggest weakness is that he's completely impulsive. Every kill that he commits is loud, messy, and just completely public. Like, why would you ever do that when you're a serial killer? From murdering a homeless man in the middle of the street to chasing a woman down
the homeless man did to you, Patrick?
The
Oh, cause he black. Okay.
hallway of his apartment building completely naked and screaming. If those kills were genuinely real, he would be caught in less than 24 hours. And honestly, me giving him just that much time is me being generous. Now, Patrick has zero strategy, no real combat skills, and absolutely no idea how to cover his tracks whatsoever. He is strictly driven by purely ego and emotion. On top of that, he literally admitted to murder. Like that one time.
I'm not gonna lie. Bro got a good jawline though. W side profile.
He told people he killed Paul Allen.
I killed Paul Allen.
Which is pretty much the last.
Why would you ever admit that as a serial killer? You just woke up and said you just killed somebody? Okay, man.
Last thing you would want to do if you're a serial killer. I will give him this though, Patrick is in great shape and he's got some pretty good cardio. Like if the cops ever were chasing him, he might get a decent head start, and honestly, that's just about it. In my opinion, Patrick Bateman is a complete poser. He's just a guy who likes the idea of being a killer more than actually being one, and that's why he's at number 1. Coming in at level 2, we've got Ghostface.
God, Ghostface has to be the worst horror villain on planet Earth, bro. Think about it. Ghostface, he falls down the stairs. Hello, Sydney. He spammed that line. Ghostface sucks. I think I could beat Ghostface. Like, think about it. If Ghostface was to see me in real life, what is he gonna do? Swing that axe? I'm gonna slip to my right. Boom, broke Ghostface's jaw. Like, Ghostface cannot mess with me. Like, Jen, he cannot mess with me. I genuinely think I could break Ghostface up. He's easy.
Specifically Billy Loomis and Stu from the original Scream. Now, unlike Patrick Bateman, these two actually have bodies to their name. They've planned out kills, they've had a motive, and they managed to keep the police guessing for most of the movie. But I mean, don't get it twisted, because Billy and Stu are far from being top tier serial killers. For starters, they're emotional, reckless, and just way overconfident. Because Billy thinks he's this cold, calculating mastermind, but he constantly lets his obsession with Sydney cloud his judgment. And Stu, honestly, he's just basically along for the ride, killing because it's just fun. And that makes a good movie, but I mean, doesn't make two good serial killers. They do deserve some credit though. They were strategic enough to frame someone else for their murders, and they even coordinated their attacks pretty well. And their use of the Ghostface costume made them anonymous, and honestly, anyone could have been in that costume. And also, Stu literally admits everything while bleeding out on the floor, and Billy gets outsmarted by someone he thought that was an easy target. But in reality, she wasn't at all. So while Billy and Stu are
they suck. They're horrible, horrendous, bottom of the barrel serial killers. Maximum 1.
Way more capable than Patrick Bateman, they're just still amateurs in my opinion. And that's exactly why Ghostface, at least this original duo, lands at level 2. At level 3, we have Joe Goldberg from You. Now this guy is definitely a step up from Billy and Stu. Joe actually thinks before he kills. He's careful and he has a strong understanding of how people work, which makes him a lot more dangerous than the people below him on this list. Now Joe's biggest strength is his ability to blend in. He's not just some mask-wearing maniac running around with a knife. He is genuinely the quiet guy next door, like literally he is. He is the one who always seems polite and trustworthy. That's what makes him terrifying. He also studies his victims for weeks.
See, I'm telling y'all gotta watch the quiet ones. Listen, y'all be thinking the wrong thing. Y'all think that, oh, what am I dead? No, the quiet ones be the ones that's gonna get you. I'm telling you, it's the ones that's quiet. They kind of weird. They sit in the back of the classroom. They don't really get no action, but they planning. Like they're the type of guys. They show up at your house and kill you. Like they plan shit out. I'm telling you, y'all gotta be careful when it comes to the quiet kids. Don't play with the quiet kids. Every time you see a quiet kid go in his bag, just run. I don't care. Every time a quiet kid go in his bag, run. Especially if you bullying him, run. Because he's pulling out something or he's planning. I'm telling you, don't mess with the quiet kid. Leave the quiet kid alone. Let the quiet kid be himself. Leave him alone.
Weeks, sometimes months, learns literally everything about them until he knows the routines better than they do. He plans his kills very meticulously and covers his tracks with serious precision. But despite his intelligence, Joe's biggest weakness is his heart, or rather, his obsession with love. Every kill he commits from this delusional idea of quote-unquote love, he convinces himself that he's doing it for the right reason, and that mindset makes him really sloppy when emotions get involved. He'll spend days stalking someone without realizing how much evidence he's leaving behind, or he'll panic when things don't go his way. Plus, his biggest problem is consistency. Joe's not really built for chaos, and the second his perfect plan starts falling apart, he unravels pretty fast. And I'll give him credit though, Joe is excellent at manipulation, and he's the kind of guy who can make you trust him right before he buries you in the backyard. And honestly, Joe Goldberg could have been one of the best on this list if he wasn't just so obsessed with love. So unlike Joe Goldberg, who kills out of obsession or emotion, Anton kills out of principle. He's calm and completely emotionless when it comes to taking a life. I'm sure you all know the infamous coin toss scene. That alone tells you everything you need to know about how he operates. He genuinely believes fate decides who lives and who dies, and he's not just the one enforcing it. That detachment makes him one of the coldest fictional killers ever put on screen, and one of the best psychopaths ever put on screen. He is a professional, and I mean professional hitman with serious combat and tactical skill. He doesn't really talk much, he doesn't waste any time whatsoever, and while he may leave a lot of evidence behind, he's not a serial killer that is trying to stay hidden like Joe or Dexter or any other serial killer. He's simply here to exist just to kill, and he's very good at it. Now, the only reason Anton doesn't climb higher is because he is not invincible. He's still human. He makes small mistakes, and even though he's emotionless, the moral system that he follows can work against him, and that's why he's ranked at number 4, because he's not adaptable in a moral sense. Like, he wouldn't break his own code even when it might help him survive. Now, coming in at level 5,
Oh, Dexter one of them ones. Dexter one of them ones.
we've got Dexter Morgan from Dexter. Now, Dexter
Yo, boys, I'm not gonna lie, boys. I never watched Dexter, but a lot of people have been telling me to watch it. I'm gonna have to binge watch it. A lot of people have been saying watch it.
is where we start entering the elite category of human serial killers. He scouts his victims, researches their backgrounds, studies their
Why is there even a ranking for serial killers, bro? There's dog shit, garbage, you're horrible, and then there's elite.
patterns, and doesn't strike until he's 100% sure they fit his code. Now, the man literally works as a blood spatter analyst for the police department, meaning he knows exactly how investigations work, what evidence to avoid, and how to cover his tracks flawlessly. So
that's a dangerous combo right there. Having somebody that works like just like said for the blood department, and then he's a serial killer. Cause mind you, once he clap you, he know how to get rid of everything. Cause that's his job.
Dexter's biggest strength is his control. He doesn't let emotion dictate his actions, at least not at first. He channels his urges into something structured, which is why he stays hidden for so long. But what keeps Dexter from reaching those top 2 levels in this video, ironically, is the very first thing that makes him interesting: his humanity. As the series goes on, or as the show goes on, you start to see cracks in his mask. His relationships, his love for his family, and his growing sense of morality start to, get in the way. Still, when it comes to pure intelligence, Dexter is near the top of the human tier of all serial killers. He's not invincible, but he's the closest thing to a perfect serial killer you can get without crossing into the supernatural. And at level 6, we have Dr. Hannibal Lecter from the Hannibal TV show. Now this is where we start entering god tier human-like killers. Hannibal
Bro said god tier, bro. I didn't even know there's a god tier.
isn't just good at killing, he is very elegant with it. He is a surgeon, a psychiatrist.
Yeah, he the type of nigga like, pew. Now let me clean up. Hey darling, before I kill you, you want a tea? Or you want a sweet tea? Like that's the type of serial killer he is.
And a chef, meaning he understands both the mind and the body in a way no other killer does. Hannibal doesn't just end lives, he dissects them mentally, physically, and emotionally. His intelligence is completely off the charts. This guy is just a genius. Combat-wise, Hannibal is very exceptional as well. He's physically strong, a master of anatomy, and knows exactly how to make every strike count, whether it's with a knife or his bare hands. He kills with literal efficiency. The only real flaw that Hannibal has that I can genuinely think of is just his curiosity. He has this fascination with people that sometimes clouds his judgment. He likes playing with his food, metaphorically and literally, but also what occasionally gives others a sliver of chance against him. And that is the only reason why Will Graham ever suspected him. Finally, at level 7, the highest level of fictional human serial killers, we have Johann Liebert's
Bro, I'm thinking they're gonna say a real life serial killer. We fucking go to anime.
A monster. Now, this man doesn't just end lives, he engineers them to end themselves. Now, he can walk into someone's life and completely dismantle their entire sense of self until they're begging to die or killing others in his name. Now, Johann's weapon isn't just a gun or a knife, it's his mind, or psychology in this case. Johann operates with a kind of perfection.
Yo, do y'all ever think somebody could trick you into going and kill people? The only way I could see that happening is if I'm gonna kill your family, so do this or they're done. That's the only way I can see it for real.
No other killer on this list comes close to, except for Hannibal. I would say these guys are toe and toe, but I just have to give this to Johann. Now, Johann's not just killing because he has to or he feels like he has these urges. He just kills because he can. He's the kind of person who can just convince you to jump off a bridge and make you believe it was your own idea. He doesn't just need to touch his victims to destroy them. He just talks to them, which is the craziest part. Like, Johann Liebert is the definition of the perfect human monster. He's the kind of killer who doesn't just take lives, but literally erases humanity from everyone he meets. He's not chaotic like Billy and Stu, not impulsive like Bateman, not methodical like Dexter, and not artistic like Hannibal. He's beyond all of them. And that's why he sits alone at level 7, the absolute peak of fictional serial killers.